何人もの人がその力を次へと託してきたんだよ。みんなのためになりますようにと、一つの希望となりますようにと。次はお前の番だ。頑張ろうな。
What up, heroes? Red Dread Entertainment, what is up? My boys and girls, it's time for another episode of Boku no Hero Academia. My Hero Academia. So somewhat departed after the movie. By this time, by the time it gets to YouTube, I think America should be getting a movie, so that will be amazing when we can talk about it together. And it looks like there's a new intro beginning for episode 57 of My Hero Academia. If you want the full reaction, make sure you check out the Patreon. That would, I'm sorry, 58, episode 58. I cannot wait for PlayStation Pro. I mean, Spider-Man. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's go ahead and get into it. Your latest reaction starts now. When I first started YouTube, I was so close to reacting. React to this and react to that, but now I just can't do shit. Copyright this, copyright that. What the fuck are they thinking? Don't let your fans express the way they feel. I was about to say, like, doesn't he have to talk to his mom and everything? Oh man. I wish I saw that episode. I wish I saw this episode before I saw the movie a few weeks ago. It would have helped lead into things a little bit easier for me. It was still fine, like I was able to pick up on it. Just before the movie started, I read the synopsis and I was like, okay, cool. It's basically Comic-Con for pro heroes or whatever. And everything else was pretty much straightforward, even though I watched it in raw Japanese, which I haven't seen a movie in raw Japanese in a long time. But I was pretty proud of myself. I was pretty proud of myself for actually seeing this episode, that movie. And we, ironically, we just talked about this movie a little bit in the last episode. Like, it would have been kind of cool to have set it up a little bit more. I really am more or less, I'm more curious how they're going to handle, are they going to continue as a story? Instead of taking a break from the, instead of going back to the whole thing with Killer Orca and Free Willy Gone Mad or whatever. I'm a little confused as to why they're breaking like that, and or are they going to just basically tell the whole movie in the TV series? Because the reason I mentioned that, hold on, is there any, let's see, preview. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Stupid. I knew it! The super ass promo, dude! Plus Ultra! Cool. Alright. So it's as we expected. It was basically a big ass promo for the movie. I'm actually surprised how that went along. I think what basically happens is, scheduling wise, they really, like, animators and animation companies don't really know when they can drop certain episodes, I suppose. So they probably had it lined up for a particular time, but then it was like, nope, never mind. And story-wise, that was probably a good way to drop it in between, where we had things kind of wrapping up and they were going to start a rescue mission. But to be fair, they probably could have dropped that episode in between the fighting episode and then the rescue operation. That would have been fine as well. Either way, the movie was already out for a few weeks, so I'm actually wondering if you can still watch it in Japan. It came out about a month ago. At this point, you'd be hard pressed to find that movie playing anywhere, but there still might be a chance. If you haven't seen the movie yet, I don't know when it comes out in America, but if you get a chance, I was just talking to Ray Fisher, the guy who plays Cyborg, who's actually a fan of our channel, of my Comics Plus. He's been watching my videos, and he just told me to keep up the good work. Ha! Thank you, young Cyborg. I gave him my copy, my movie manga copy that you get when you saw the movie. I don't have any more copies, but when you see the movie, you get a manga from the movie with all this detailed information, which I talked about on last episode. I gave him a copy, so I hope he enjoys it. Yeah. Anyways, but the movie is great. I loved it, and there's a few little tidbits in there that you guys are really gonna like. Further down the line, though, there is something specific I wanted to talk about from the movie that I hope they actually integrate within Midoriya's life. A few things, actually, but particularly Melissa is very important in the movie in development with Midoriya, and then without spoiling it, I'll just say there's certain things we've seen Midoriya develop and his costume develop in the TV show, but then there's really important things that happen in the movie where the combination of, like, everybody really, like, David is basically the dude. It's not really spoiler. Is it spoiler? David has a strong involvement in All Might becoming the person he is today. And previously, his young era was a bit sloppy, particularly in his costumes, and so then David helps him along the way. You pretty much get that in the first couple minutes, even in the TV show. And so what we start to learn is it's really important, the difference between the hero and support. And they talk about that in the TV show as well. Hero and the tech support person. And as much as I like Crazy Eye Girl, I do actually like Melissa a lot more. Maybe because it's the movie and there was something special about that, but there is a bit of a nice relationship between her and Midoriya, and I would like to see that continue into the TV show, but not overtake the TV show. But there are really important elements, and trust me guys, the movie part, there's gonna be shit where you're just gonna lose your mind, alright? So that's my promo for the movie, alright? Till next time, guys, I'll see you on the next show with the Orca and all that shit. And I'll talk to you on the next show, okay? Plus Ultra!